So here we have a Resolute single. You don't see very many of these around. And this is the way the boat came in. Came in with no seat or foot stretchers. So right here you can see there's an area where it's a little blacker. Right next to the carbon tape. So that was some little repair they did on it before they clear coated the boat. Now one thing unique about this boat is that it's one piece. So it's got this step down here, which was a great idea, and there you can see where it's black there and then the carbon. So again, that was some repair work that had been done. Again, you can see it there better with the glare. There's a spot there. And then it's got pretty much normal wear and tear on this thing. Scratches here and there. The number clip's missing. So onto the hull here now. And you can see the nose is a little chewed up. Looks like it had some spot repair done to it. And so when these were made, Resolute actually had a guy, his name was Stevie Ray, and he used to paint all their boats for him. So they were shooting these things with a Sickens clear. Well, what happens is that whenever the boat would take a hit, the clear would pop off the skin. Like that's what's going on here. So we did one of these years ago. It was an 8. Built in 96. Pretty sure this is built 99. And we literally had to remove the clear coat with razor blades because it literally peeled off kind of like a banana, but it took a long time because you can't sand this clear off, because when you sand through the clear, then you're immediately into the carbon fiber. So it creates a huge ball of wax. Now, I'm not sure if this one is that extent. I don't know. We might have to, if we can get away without having to do all that, which that would be it's very costly and time consuming. If we can just clear coat over these spots after we get the loose stuff off and just build up the clear and then re-clear the whole thing, that's one option perhaps. But once you start scraping it off, sometimes it just keeps going and going and going. So that's a real issue because the boat is made in one piece, so there's no real seam where the deck meets the hull. So I would like to chat with you about this. I'm not sure if I guess that's just a bunch of epoxy somebody smeared on there. But as you can see, like where the weave is, how the clear coat just like pops up, that's air entrapment. So even to get that to look nice again is difficult at best. So you can see these areas throughout the bottom. So sanding isn't really like an option on these spots that are opened up already, because you immediately start getting into the skin, the carbon fiber. They're all unidirectional there, except for the strip down the center of the boat. And then there's some probably silicone smeared around this whole thing there, the fin. So again, you see that. Like for instance, if you see that little black spot there, I mean that was done before it got painted. So the real issue is that once you start scraping this stuff off, there's an edge, and then when our clear goes on it, if it attacks it, it acts like paint remover, and there's only one way to try and do that. And I think I mentioned already, this was done with like a Sickens paint, and pretty nasty stuff actually.